Today I want to share with you some things that I thought marriage would be like, but I realized that it was entirely different after I got married. To answer your question, is marriage really nice? Hear me out. Before marriage, we all have our perception and our mindset of what we feel marriage will be like. But sadly, we realize after marriage that things are not the way we thought it would be like. In fact, things will be exactly opposite what we thought it would be like. And it is not because we didn't prepare well, but because we are taught in our minds to know and picture a certain kind of marriage that does not exist. Yet we see it in movies, we see it in series, we see it on TV every day. So we think that that is how marriage is supposed to be like. And then we enter into marriage and realize that things are very different. So now I want to share with you some things. Practically, me, I felt and I thought marriage would be like versus what I married and saw marriage was. Let's get started. Number one, before marriage, I thought that love alone was enough. Oh, I was in love with my wife. I was in love with this girl. When I see her, when I see the way she walks, when I see the way she talks, when I imagine how it would be like being with her, I felt that alone was enough for me to get married to her, and that alone was enough to stay married to her for the rest of my life. Hey, I was lying to myself. I lie back. Now listen, love is good in marriage, but I guarantee you, love is not enough to sustain your marriage, because after marriage, you realize after some time that the same feeling you had for the person when you were not married is different from the feeling you are having today. If you stay with a person continuously in one room for 6 months to 1 year going forward, you begin to know them, who they actually are, not what you picture them to be, how they sleep, how they eat, how they dress, how they take care of themselves. You see the weakness of the person practically. All these things makes the feelings that you have for the person begins to drift down. Why? Because what you were thinking in your head were just expectations. They were never your reality. Marriage portrayed to you the reality of life. But before marriage, you would think that I love this person and because of that I can marry her for the rest of my life. I can marry him for the rest of my life. Yes, love is good, but I thought that alone would be able to sustain my marriage. And I was lying to myself. Number two, I thought we will always agree on everything we discuss. Because first of all, I'm a pastor. I've been a pastor for almost 10 years before I got married. So I felt that talking with her, she will agree with everything that I say. That was another big lie I told myself. We will not always agree on everything we discuss. We will not always come to one conclusion. We will not always agree on every discussion that we make. Why? Because we are two different individuals coming from two separate homes and backgrounds, coming from two separate families. The school we attended is different. The classmates we had were different. Our friends were different. Our siblings are different. Our parents are different. We come from different homes. We come from different towns. We come from different communities. We come from different upbringing. So many things. And this constitutes the level where you feel that you are supposed to make your partner agree with you on what you are saying, but they will also make you know that they also have sense. So you have to also listen to them some. And we had to quickly adjust ourselves. Number three, I thought that marriage will make me happy automatically. That was another deception. Now listen, if you are already happy in your life as a single person, I guarantee you, when you get married, that happiness is going to continue. And nothing can take away that happiness from you. But I tell you this, take it from me. If you are not happy in your life as a single person, if you're not able to make yourself happy, if you don't enjoy your own life personally as a single person, I guarantee you, marriage will not solve that problem, because marriage doesn't make you automatically happy. Yes, there are happy moments in marriage, but not all the memories are happy moments. And realize this and know it before you get married. And know this, if you're already married, that it is not only in your marriage, it is something that is general, that within yourself. If you are a happy person, you are happy in your marriage. If you're not a happy person, marriage cannot bring you an automatic happiness. Number four, I thought communicating with my wife would be very easy. Oh yes, I thought that we will not waste time discussing so many things because we will always have a smooth conversation. Hey, Atakra, I was lying to myself. It is not an automatic thing that we will always have a smooth conversation. Me trying to explain my side of the story to her, she sees from a different point of view. And she trying to explain her side of the story to me, I see it from a different point of view. We communicate with each other, but we realize that what I tried to say and what she heard were two different things. Communication in marriage is a very important key and one big lesson that everybody needs to study before they get married. You need to study the pattern of your partner, how they react when they are talking with you, how they react when they are sad, how they react when they are happy, how they react when they are angry, how they react when they are stressed, how they react when they are in a good mood, especially with the men. You need to understand your wives when she's in her menstrual cycle, when she's ovulating, when she's pregnant, when she's breastfeeding. You need to understand her body language and how she communicates. Otherwise, communication is going to be a very difficult thing for you in your marriage. I felt and I thought that it's going to be as smooth as it was when we were in the relationship. But I lied to myself. Communication needed a work. We needed to work on our communication skills. I hope you get. Number 5. I thought before marriage that understanding each other would be a natural thing. That is what I thought. That it would be easy for me to understand her. And it would be easier for her to understand me. Because we are Christians. We all attend the same church. I am her pastor. So I thought that automatically we will flow. We will understand each other. And we won't have any problems to deal with. I lied. It is not every day that we understand each other. Sometimes we understand each other. Most of the times we don't. Now listen, all these things I'm talking about happened in the early stage of my marriage. That is what I realized after I got married. In the first 6 months to 1 year of my marriage, these are the things that I wrote down that I thought marriage would be like. But I realized they were not like that. And I'm sharing them with you. Now, understanding your partner and your partner understanding you are two different things. You may think you understand your partner, but your partner understanding you is another ballgame. You may even end up concluding on a particular thing, but the following time you bring it up again, it will be a different ballgame altogether. Yes, that is how marriage is. Number 6, and this is very interesting. I thought that romance would be always perfect and effortless. I'm glad to announce to you that I was lying to myself. It is not always as it seems. From the beginning of your marriage, romance can be very nice. It can be very, very nice. You are in your honeymoon stage. It's only the two of you. You go out, you come in, you close from work, you come, you cook, you eat together, you have some nice time, nice evening, you sleep, you wake up. It's a very nice moment you are spending with each other. Now, wait until she gets pregnant. Wait until she starts getting her menstrual cycles. Wait until the childbirth begins to delay. Wait until she gives birth and starts breastfeeding. Wait until one of the in-laws come to visit and there's a change of mood. And there you realize that romance will not always be effortless. Charlie, you have to work your way out and you have to work out your own salvation when it comes to romance. Now, the excitement of marriage, and as we get married in the beginning, usher us into a very nice atmosphere of romance. But as time goes on and the reality of life sets in, then we begin to realize that romance is actually a responsibility more than an act of showing love. It will come to a point in every marriage that having sex will cease from being showing love to being a responsibility that I have to perform, a duty as a wife and a husband. Yes, at a point you may have to have sex with your husband or your wife as a duty, not because you will love them. And sometimes you may have to do it for their sake, not for your sake. All these things happen and you realize that romance is not automatically effortless when you get married. At a point you begin to work it out. Me, I felt that, Charlie, I like her, she likes me, we are good to go, we are going to flow. But I just thought wrong and I realized after marriage that it's not always what it seems to be. Number 7, another thought I had before I got married was that marriage will solve my loneliness. It doesn't happen like that. No. It doesn't happen like that. Loneliness is not killed by marriage. In fact, if I'm to scare you, I will tell you that marriage makes you even lonelier. I'm telling you this. Marriage doesn't kill loneliness. It is only the fulfillment of life and the fulfillment of purpose that kills loneliness. If you are busy enough fulfilling your destiny and you get married, you continue fulfilling your destiny even when you are married. And that is when you don't feel lonely in the first place. These things are common things that you will experience in your marriage. So is marriage really sweet? Yes, it is. But it demands work from you. There is no perfect marriage anywhere. But what there is a successful marriage. You can make your marriage successful. You can't make it perfect because we are human beings, but you can make it successful. You work it out with your partner and you try to learn every day. And I believe that with this small wisdom that you've gotten today, it's going to help you to also balance your life as you prepare to enter into marriage. And if you're already married, God bless you.